Welcome back. My name is Clem from Ask Clem Today. And today I'm going to show you how to make a concrete bench to look like wood part 4. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how to add concrete to the base and texture. Hope you enjoy it. I went ahead and mixed the concrete. It's right here. I just have it to the side. And I did the 44-ounce cups. I did 5 sets. So we did one 44-ounce of Acro 60 with 2 water, mix it. Then we took 5 cups of masonry with 10 cups of sand, fine sand, and giving us this nice smooth texture. And it's kind of like, definitely not runny, thicker than shape. So now I'm going to take, I don't have a squirt bottle with me for water, so I'm going to take this sponge, just kind of soak it. I'm going to get some more. So what we're going to do here is, because I'm limited in space, I'm going to hit some concrete here and then get it all on this side and then try to rotate it so I don't have to smack it against this side. You'll see what I'm saying. So I'm going to start here. Once I start here, I'll add some more and then twist this. So I just want to get small clumps of concrete and just kind of smack it like that. As you smack it like that, what happens is it creates suction. We want small little clusters here, and just kind of smack it like that. And you got to make sure that that's what's downside. So just kind of smack it like that. So as you hit it like that, it creates a suction and it sticks to it. Remember, this has got that sticky Acro 60 in here. It's a bonding agent that it'll stick. It'll stick. Makes it harder with these gloves here. That's why I like the other gloves, but I already tore one already. So see that happen? That fell down. Just kind of put it back in here. Mix it up. Let me go ahead and wet this here a little bit. Don't wet it too much. And always comb upwards. Always upwards because of gravity. Always go upwards. Okay. I'm not going to do it there just yet. Might do a little spot and I'm going to start turning. It's like playing with mud, guys. Okay, so I'm going to start turning. Okay. Normally I wouldn't do that. Normally I wouldn't turn it. But because I'm lacking space, that will be my best thing. Just take a little bit at a time, just a little ball, boom, and just keep doing that everywhere. I'll take a little bit, pop it up here. So see, I'm protecting it in order to, so it won't fall. I want some on top, and I'm going to try to let that sit for a little bit before I handle the top. Okay, so now I'm going to smooth this out, go upward, go up, and you want to add about a 3/8 of an inch, half inch. You don't have to do it that much. It all depends on the stamp that you're using or how deep you want it. That's all you got to do. So I'm going to turn it a little bit more, and that's it. I'm not turning it no more after this, because then I can get it from the other side. All right, so I'm going to wet that. Again, little balls. You know, I'm going to take my black gloves off so you can see. I think you'll see better. All right. So this is what I'm talking about. Just a little, probably the size of a golf ball. And as you get better, you can throw it bigger. And you can see right there, boom, like this. And as you get better, you'll be able to plop it right where you want it. Like that. Boom. Pop it in there. Take like that. Boom. Now I'm going to go here. I'm going to put my hand. I'm going to take a little bit more. And because my hand's back there, I'm able to plop a little bit more. Let it sit. See, I'm not taking care of that right away. Now I'm going to go here. So remember, this is your bump out. So you want to go ahead and make sure that you got plenty on there. And whatever's on the ground, what's cool is you can go here, whatever's on the ground, and just kind of shape it right there. So you can do that bump out with whatever you have on the ground. So now I'm going to go like this, go up. And it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. Remember, okay, as I go here, I feel that there's hardly nothing there. So I mark that. So I'm going to go ahead and throw some more right in this area here. Because when I passed my trowel, I felt the concrete. I'm going to put a little bit more there. And this is kind of, boom. So right here is a little thin. And what I'm doing, I'm sticking my trowel to see how deep it goes. So I'm going to put a little bit more right there. A little bit lower. All right. Just smooth it out. Just like that. I tell you, it's relaxing. But when you're done, my goodness, you're going to have a gorgeous piece. So you get the idea. Just wet it, then get a small cluster, smack it in there. Boom. So that's where you got to see the texture, the consistency. If it's to your liking, you adjust it. If it's too runny, add a little bit more concrete. If it's too hard, that means you got too much concrete. So all you got to do is add some water, a little bit at a time. Don't add too much until you get the consistency that you want. We're doing this here. Hopefully you have a better view. I already wetted it. Now I'm going to take the trowel just lightly. There's a little bit of space, so I got so much left over right here. Right there. So I'm just going to bring it up. And that's where that bump out is at. I'm not going to touch the top just yet. So guys, don't worry too much about the very bottom. If it's a half inch from the bottom, because eventually that'll get buried either by your mulch or by your pebbles, whatever rocks, that'll get buried. Just part here, I want to make sure that it adheres to it. Alright, so now I'm just going to wet my margin trowel. When it's wet, it makes it so much nicer to slide. It's like baking a cake, putting the icing on the cake. If you ever done any cakes, I know I have when I was younger with my mom. So you're able to bring back some good old memories. Now I'm going to try to smooth this out. At the same time, I'm trying to see how level this top is. I'm eyeing it. And remember, once it dries, you can always put a level on it and use a grinder just to kind of level this out. But if you have an eye for things, then eyeball it. It's not that critical, guys, because you can use a grinder when that time comes in order to put your bench on there. So don't feel that you're locked in, that that's it. A lot of people get scared because it's concrete, but you can do so many things and correct it afterwards just by knowing your tools. So now I'm just looking for any spots that doesn't have any concrete. Every so often I'm sticking in my trowel to see how deep I'm in. Look at that, that's pretty deep. That's almost 3/4. A little too much of concrete. That sucker's gonna be heavy to move. But you know what? It'll come out nice, be nice and solid. Alright guys, so what I'm doing is just kind of wetting it. And then go with my margin trowel. It's like butter. Just buttering it up. Just to kind of give a little bit of a smooth texture. So just kind of wet it a little bit. Okay, that chunk of concrete, just put it right back in. So don't worry about making mistakes. Sometimes mistakes become art, like I said before. So just have fun. Have fun, explore, try different techniques. See, I just went down, try to avoid that. Alright, so this is what it looks like after you throw on the mud. We kind of smooth it out, add a tiny bit of water, and then your brush stroke goes up. And then once it dries for a little bit, then we're going to go ahead and use this roller in order to give it the lines to look like wood. So it's been sitting for a little bit. As you can see, it's not leaving my fingerprints. So I have this sock over this roller, has a texture. The sock helps it from sticking. We need to wet it a little bit. So we wet it a little bit, and let's see if it's ready. I'll go here, start from the bottom, and start rolling up. See how it gives it that texture? So I start from the bottom. So this is one way. See that? You just kind of roll it. Boom. So if you missed a spot, just hit it again. Isn't that neat? So I'll show you once we do the whole thing. So you can go into this corner, just hit with the tip like that. So I let it set probably for about a good 20 minutes, a half hour. I kind of touched it just to see how it feels, if it left my fingerprint or not, because you don't want it too soft, because otherwise this whole thing will start falling apart. So see, it starts looking like a bark. So here, let's go and add a little bit more of an indent. Boom. How cool is that? Okay, right here, not enough concrete. So fortunately, I still had a little bit. Let's see, where was it? Ah, I think it was it. So, let that tighten a little bit, and I'll work this area here. Nice. All right, well, let's see here. Boom. See how that worked? No big deal. So guys, this is what it looks like when it's nice and dry. You can see how hard it is. Came out pretty cool. And you can still lift it up. It's not stuck, you know, and if any plastic is there, you could actually take a torch and torch the plastic, but it should come undone. Depending on how thin your plastic is, it'll either tear away or burn off.